Let's talk about being an emotional, hot-headed diva. In many businesses across the spectrum, women deal with their strengths being turned into weaknesses every single day. In real estate, it's a constant battle for respect when you're an ambitious, strong-headed woman. Do you know my favorite people to work with on the other side of a deal? Women who are strong, intelligent, well-studied, and most importantly, protective of their client. Why? Because I get to use my brain and I get to put up a fight for my client. But I also know that that person is giving their client the protection they deserve. And that's something I will always respect. So why would an emotional, hot-headed diva be the ideal real estate agent? It's simple. Emotional. She cares about the well-being of her clients, not just the dollar signs that are attached to them. This is more than a transaction. This is a relationship built on trust and understanding. Hot-headed, or as I like to call it, being a bulldog. Putting up a fight to make sure your clients are protected, but also knowing when to back off is essential for a great agent. So if you're not good with negotiations, why would you choose real estate? This isn't a run-of-the-mill sales job. This is someone's future in your hands. So don't ever treat that lightly. And last but not least, diva. As a professional singer, I always hated this term, but it grows on me every day. Diva is usually understood to mean someone who's egotistical, impossible to work with, and extremely demanding. Trust me, I've worked with quite a few. But by my current standards in the world of real estate, a diva is simply a woman who knows her business and is willing to use that knowledge to make sure her clients get what they need, no matter what. Being a woman in real estate means that you'll be talked down to, you will not be appreciated, and you'll have your womanhood used against you. It's a man's world, ladies, and the people that know the least will pretend that they know the most. It is frustrating and sometimes outright intolerable. So why do we keep doing it? Let's talk about it. A lot of people in growth-minded careers use gratitude journals, vision boards, mentors, and coaches to help them stay accountable. As a coach, I stand behind all of these methods, but I personally love getting to the core of why you chose to do what you do. Finding out why you chose this career is what's going to push you to keep going every single day. Writing down you're grateful for a cup of coffee in your journal is great, but it isn't going to help you when another agent calls you screaming about an inspection report. Seeing a Tesla on your vision board is not going to help you when your client's mortgage falls through. You have to have one singular reason for putting in the work every day to make sure you are ready to face adversity. Now, it's easier to say your reason is wealth, financial freedom, luxury cars, a dream home. But digging deeper always produces a better result. Do you want to know why I do what I do? Because I'd love to share. My mom has been fighting severe rheumatoid arthritis for years. Seeing her push through every single day, still showing up for work, still working around the house when it is hard some days for her to even get out of bed. I want the world for her. And I want to buy some land and build my dream home next to her and my dad's dream home so I can hop over any time they need my help. It's not the biggest or even the most valiant reason in the world, but it's deeply important to me. And it's the reason that gets me out of bed every single day. So if I'm having a rough day, I can always center myself back to that goal. The reason I do what I do. I get the work done because I know my ultimate goal is worth my effort. Finding out what drives you to tears is what's going to push you to do what you need to do to accomplish the success you deserve. This type of vulnerability is for some reason usually easier for women to lock into than men. This vulnerability is hard, but it's also necessary. It makes you human and it pushes you to be your best self. And when you're in any business, you always want to be your absolute best. Avoiding common mistakes is essential to running a smooth business that provides your clients with the best home buying experience. There's no such thing as a perfect transaction. Most likely, something will go wrong. But avoiding common missteps, you can focus on fixing everything else that comes your way. There's always little things like lack of time for inspections, not having enough time for a lender to close a home, not going over what's supposed to stay in a home, and even not doing the correct research to properly price a home. But today I want to focus on a few mistakes that seem like they should be common sense, but there's so many agents proving me wrong every single day. So let's start with something simple. Hiring a transaction coordinator or executive assistant. Once you're managing enough transactions that doing every small task, every piece of minuscule paperwork is cutting into your time to grab more clients, or worse, spending time with your family, hire it out. Agents get so up in arms about keeping every cent they make, and I get it. We work hard for our commission, and then our brokerage takes a cut, and we have to replenish the money out of our pocket for marketing, gas, you name it, and don't even get me started on taxes. We want to save what we can, but you know what's more important than your commission? Your time. Don't waste it on the small stuff. It's not only okay, but it is preferable that you delegate so you can continue to grow your full potential. So stop thinking in pocket change and start thinking in personal growth. The next one is a little funny, but it's something I'm very passionate about, and that is unprofessional photos. Now, I'm talking to the agent out there who climbed between the clothes in a closet to get a full picture of the bathroom, not realizing we can still see his hand with an iPhone sticking out through the clothes. I'm talking to the agent that showed up in sweats and a flip phone that didn't realize we can see your reflection in the mirror hanging on the adjacent wall. I'm talking to the agent that posted photos so fuzzy that I couldn't even tell what room I was looking at. These are all real things that I have dealt with. And in a seller's market, I tend to take advantage of these, especially for my buyers. I ended up landing a great condo that no one was seeing because everyone assumed the blurry photos were hiding something. And it worked out wonderfully for my client, not so much for that poor seller. So if you're a listing agent, pay for professional photos, please. Your clients deserve it. Let's cover what I like to think of as a general life hack. Think about your closest friends, not work-related, just about the 5 people you spend the most time with. This is your clan, and your clan is more important to your success than most people believe. Have you ever heard of the saying, hang around 5 millionaires and you'll become the 6th? I 100% believe this. Find similar growth-minded people who want to succeed alongside you, especially if you can find an amazing boss lady mentor as one of them. Having a solid support system will help you grow with unlimited potential. Now, one of the things agents deal with every single day, especially female agents, is rude people. Whether it's an ornery client that not even God can please, or an agent who thinks they know better than you will face rudeness a lot in this business. You want to know the best way to get to them? By not letting them get to you. I personally love using breathing exercises. I slow my breathing while they ramble, raise their voice, flat out yell. I'm over on my end, breathing, staying silent in my little happy place while they just get out their frustration. If you answer their anger with calm silence, they will literally talk themselves into a corner and usually give up. I've won so many battles by only saying, yes, I'm still here, anytime the person on the other line ran out of things to say. Be the better person. And this is important for 2 reasons. It will throw them off balance and put you in a great spot for negotiations, but more importantly, you show kindness when that person was having a moment of weakness. You never know what that person has gone through to get them to that breaking point. Now, I want to bring up an important skill that I see so many agents lacking, even myself: the ability to say no. As a people pleaser, this is so very hard for me, but you have to understand, your time is precious. And some clients will not respect you or your time, and that is not the best client for you. And it is okay to not take on a client. And I want you to hear that one more time. It is okay to not take on a client. Referring them to someone who will take great care of them is sometimes best for both parties. So don't be afraid to say no. And once you master that skill, you can focus your energy on the clients you choose to work with. Your stress levels will be lower and you can focus on the bigger picture. And that brings me to living life with gratitude. Gratitude is the heart of this business. Keeping a thankful heart will always push you to be the best agent you can be. Being grateful for your business, your clients, your friends, your family. Always find something to be grateful for, even if it is just that double shot of espresso that got you through the day. The way you can fight the negative with the blessings you have in your life is essential. The bad days are still going to happen, but use those to remember how great the good ones are. There's so many important things to remember in this crazy world of real estate, like having the spine to educate your clients on topics they don't want to hear, keeping in touch with them when nothing's happening in a transaction, writing out your calendar and sticking to it, and most importantly, learning something new every single day. Because if we aren't growing, then why are we here? The most beautiful thing about real estate is you'll never be prepared for everything. Every single transaction, I learned something new. As someone who is easily bored in most jobs, this was an ideal career path for me. I love being challenged every single day, and the women I knew in this business, they're the same way. The ability to adapt to change is essential, and I always feel like my fellow female agents are so very good at it. I don't know if it's the motherly instincts to go with the flow, or if it's a certain personality type that shows in successful female realtors, but facing adversity is just another day in the office for these boss ladies. I can't really say one particular reason why women succeed so well in real estate, but I see proof every single day that they are brilliant at ruling the market. So, if you're one of my fellow boss lady agents, I'm here to tell you, keep hustling. Your secret talents that are used against you are what make you a diamond in a mountain of coal. Always remember you are a queen. So keep up all your hard work because you're worth it.